Free to play versus well. Akbar versus Killua. This is Akbar the Buffmaster back with part 2 of free to play versus well, and in this video we find out, did we manage to maintain our title as the expedition champion on server in NA81. I'm including some screenshots of a little bit of banter between Killua and I due to a guildmate's suggestion. We've been rivals for over a year now, and so we have a little bit of fun with each other. Some things I just can't show you though, because of context and other things. I know you understand. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are. It is time to see if we can take down this pesky Summoner squad with our energy team in Pascua on the damage charts. Now, I'm not going to show the fight because it's like any other energy fight. In fact, if you see the expedition video that I did on Buff's account, it's the same thing. We want to keep mobs grouped together. We want to keep Nord in range of Miranda's shield. Don't let him get too far in the back, which means we have to manual him, and we want to manual everyone except for Purin. I let Purin do her thing, but I manual everyone else. Now, strategy. I want to keep Purin for Panda as much as possible. So I know I need to weaken the boss. I previously talked about trying to take a marker. How much do you need to knock off in order to bring in your bigger team and just finish them off? I need to preserve Purin if at all possible. I need to preserve Fiona if possible. And the other thing is, of course, I need to preserve my hunter team because without my hunter team, there's no chance of doing much of anything to Pandey. So we're going to do things in this order. As I have no chance of taking down the assassin boss on week 11, we're going to use assassins first and weaken down the summoner team as much as possible. Second thing we're going to do is to bring in the Vanguard team and weaken them down a little bit more with the Vanguard team. And then I will bring in my energy team, and hopefully between the two previous ones, we will have enough damage. Now, if not, and it looks like bringing in a little bit extra, then I will do that. I have 4 slots available. Um, I have tried tanks, by the way, on this, and tanks do not work. So if you're wondering, if you're debating to bring in tanks to help deal with the Summers teams, at least for B, it was a wash. No way. It took off maybe 5%. It was trash. Okay, it wasted heroes. So the other thing is I could bring in some Summers to try to take them down a little bit more. The thing is, though, I would rather have, if possible, a Summoner to weaken Panda, and to be able to get past him. Okay, so that's the strategy. First assassins, then vanguards, because those bosses are later. I don't anticipate being able to do much to those bosses. And then either energy team or summoner team, depending on how low I get them. And then obviously the energy team. So let's see how it works out. Burned through most of my team already, and we're still not past the summoner boss, but we have passed Killua, at least temporarily. Now, historically, both him and I, maybe gamemanship or maybe just taking a break, we gotten to a certain point, we gotten ahead, and then we stop, we reserve some heroes, maybe to make the other person think that we're done, and then we come back in and hit a little bit more later. So it's very possible that he still has heroes and attacks left. You can see that I burned through most everyone in my roster. I just have basically Claire and Hunters left. So we're going to finish off these summers, and then we're going to do as much as we can to Pande in order to try to preserve this lead. And it won't be until tomorrow until we find out if we actually won or not. Did Killua have a little bit extra in the tank? Was it enough to pass me? Well, we'll have to stay tuned. I will bring you back towards the end of the Panda fight to see how much we were able to take off of Panda. The rest is just waiting to see what Killua does in the end. So at the end here, it looks like we're getting pinned down to right about 35%. And to finish things off. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow and we'll find out the truth. Did we retain our title as Exotic Expedition Champion, or did Killua have enough in the tank to pass us? Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are on the account. As we seen previously, I did at least temporarily pass Killua on the total damage. The only way to know for sure if you win is by looking at how your rewards when you collect them. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the previous winner. And so like on Endless Battle, you can go back and see who won the previous phases. At least as far as I've seen so far, that's not available uh, for the exotic expedition. So if we come in here, this is the moment that we have been waiting for. We'll go ahead and pick this up. Okay, so when you come into exotic expedition, the way you're going to know your position at the end is by the rewards you collect. It just goes by quickly. So let's take a look. Unfortunately, I had to put them on my old man glasses. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So claim 9, that's fine. And claim reward, this is if it's 160, that means we won. And if it's 130, it means we didn't. And congrats to Killua. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Rewards 160. So I am still the champion. So well, I won't say that, but better luck next time, Killua.